Hello and welcome back. I'm Anna Delman and it is day number 70 on my progression towards 365. And today, in my personal note writing, I wanted to take a look at being composed. Now, the day before that, day 69, I said that my note of encouragement to myself was to take a look at being calm, and that was being serene, worry-free, untroubled, at peace within ourselves. And that is so true. But there's a difference between being calm and composed. Composed, as far as I understand it, is an anchoring of our life philosophy that gives us a deep-rooted, deep-seated peace, irrespective of what is going on around us. It's that we've studied it, we've examined it, we have thought about it, and we've come to a resolve that this is what I believe, and this is what I'm not movable on. Nothing can make me waver from it. It is my rock, it is my anchor, and this is how my life is going to function because of it. It doesn't mean life's not going to bad. Of course it can't mean that. Life does go bad. Life does get difficult, and life does get awkward. But are we able to be composed in it because of what we believe? Now, to show and reveal a composed character, personality to others, we need to know that inside. So it's an inner composure that we know that we know that we know, and therefore we come across to others as composed and in control of our faculties, our emotions, our mental expressions, which are evidenced in our emotions. And people see us as unwavering and resolute in the midst of difficult circumstances. Now, you may say that you're just blessed to be able to have that as part of your character. I don't think that's true. I think it can be learned. In fact, I know it can be. I believe it can be. And as I continue speaking, you will know why I say I can believe it will be. It is cultivated. It is through thoughts that are repeated that doesn't look right on me, that isn't a good expression from my heart. I need to examine it. What do I need to think differently? What is the truth about it? Ultimately, it always comes back to what is the truth about that situation. And as I've been talking through my sharing on my notes of encouragement, it's the truth about people, places, and things. What is ultimately true about all of it? And we come to that position of understanding because of what we have put our trust in about life. Now, I know what mine is, and I would encourage you to come to the position where you will know what yours is. Now, that bird call sounds like a monkey or an ape, but it's birds arguing about the water troughs outside. And they've come for their late afternoon drink. That's just a little bit of added extra right there. But to be composed is such a good quality trait to have. It's, when you go to a friend and you're going through a glitch in life and they are calm and at peace and composed, and they can share with you encouragement from the core of their being, because that too is composed to a certain fine belief system that is beyond them to even really truly comprehend. My composure, my peace beyond understanding in life's falling apart days is remarkable, and it's beyond who I am. However, I was asked and called to put my faith in that presence, in that being, in that God of the Bible. So now let's take a look at Proverbs chapter 27, because it is July the 27th, and only one verse today. As in water, face reflects face, so the heart of man reflects the man. And that is truly quite perfectly put together with today's word of encouragement, or note of encouragement, which is composure. Because in the ancient Near East, when this was written, water was the reflection of your face. Don't have to go to a pool of water to see our reflection today. We can just go look in a mirror, and you can tell when you look in the mirror, because you know you as I know me. When I look at myself, I see who I am inside. I see my emotions, I see my sentiments, I see what's going on around me, all worn on my face. And just before you think that I may believe I've reached the pinnacle of being composed, I haven't. When I haven't had the opportunity to look back at some of the videos I've already done, or before I post them, I look at myself and I think, boy, oh boy, oh boy, I know what you were thinking then. I know what your emotional construct is at that moment. I know what you need to improve on. If others could see you the way you know yourself to be showing to the world right now, you wouldn't want this to be shared. And that is so, so true. I cannot hide that, and neither can you. That's why I'm on this 365-day journey, because I want to examine all those nooks and crannies of my life, because as Proverbs 24:3-4 says, the word of God goes down into the recesses, those nooks and crannies, and I'm interpreting now, in the nooks and crannies of our hearts, our minds, our being, our bones, our structure, of the way we live, all the spaces around us, it examines it and lays it bare to be corrected. That's why I'm doing these 365 days, because I know I'm very composed by the grace of God, but I could do better in all circumstances, all times of the day, and not just on the high days. It needs to be there perfectly in the low ones too. And it needs to be that way for all of us. So as I invite you to join in on my journey, you don't have to pick the same words to examine your own heart, your own life. You can pick your own, but come along for the encouragement. Make notes of your journey. Take notes. Write it down. What are you trying to achieve? How are you moving forward? Make a plan and stick to it. I hope you are encouraged by this, and if you are, I look forward to seeing you back tomorrow. So until then, take care and God bless. Bye-bye for now.